Brother, I just grew over 5,000 subscribers in less than a week. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly what you have to do, bro. You have to listen to me, bro. Do y'all don't get, bro, how long, how many days, how many hours, how many nights, bro, I had to sacrifice to get to this point, bro. And it finally worked. Something finally hit. It's insane, bro. In just the weekend, bro, I went from 800 to 2,000. You know how insane that is, bro? I'm looking at my fucking phone and it's just going up and up and up. And this is exactly what I've been waiting for. That's what everybody's waiting for. You're gonna get that big break. You've been posting every day for fucking years. And you finally find a trend, or you finally post a video and then it goes up, bro. So I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what I did, the steps I followed, exactly what I looked into, all the strategies and everything I used. It wasn't exactly how I wanted it to happen, right? But that don't matter, bro. You're out here trying to make some moves, you're out here trying to get some money, you're trying to get your followers up, you're trying to start a business, whatever it is, you gotta do what works. And this shit worked for me, bro. It's gonna be crazy. I'm about to tell y'all what it was, all right? Okay, so I'm gonna start off by saying I've been watching Dante London for about 2 months now, right? And he blew up on YouTube. He was posting, you know, how to grow on YouTube videos. I listened to his strategy and exactly what he was doing. And he was saying, you know, you need to post about YouTube. You need to pay attention to what's going on YouTube. And this goes for all social media. I don't want to just make it about YouTube. But when it comes to blowing up or getting a certain amount of followers, getting a certain type of traction, you have to see what the app is pushing out, right? So I'll just talk about YouTube since this is where it worked. And I've had some viral videos here and there, you know, like, I won't say viral, I'll say like 10K plus, 20K plus, whatever. But this has like been a consistent, you know, lots of subs coming in, lots of views coming in over the last week. So I saw this trend, right? And I listened to exactly what he said. He said, once you find something and it works, stick to it, keep doing it. And since then, bro, I've just been posting these same videos every single day. Every single day. It was a finger challenge, bro. So I'm looking into the video, I'm just scrolling, I'm trying to find, all right, what's going on YouTube? What's popping? What are people watching? What are people pushing out? What is the algorithm pushing out? I saw a finger challenge, right? And I scrolled through the other videos. I go to the finger challenge page and I see, okay, every single one of these videos is getting like 10K plus for sure. And then I scroll to see which video has like 1 million views or whatever. Okay, now who's used these videos? How many views are they getting? Most of them people getting 10K, and I noticed that nobody in the videos was in uniform. Nobody in the videos was of any military acquaintance or anything like that. So I said, okay, let me just wear my uniform, post this finger challenge, whatever. That video got 17,000 views, and I gained like 2,000 subscribers just off of that one video, bro. So I'm automatically like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I didn't get the 2,000 subs or the 17,000 views just that day. It happened over the last 5 days, you can say. So I'm like, okay, so this finger challenge thing is working. Let me just try it again. Try it again. Basically the same thing happened, bro. So at this point, I'm like, okay, so I'm about to post twice a day, same challenge, find which one, same strategy, you know, look into which one is popping, which one actually relates to me also. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna just do every finger challenge. I'm gonna do like something that relates to my childhood, or something that, like, bad habits as a kid, or when you was in school, anything of that nature that I felt like was kind of towards what I've been through or what I've done. I used that, and I just collabed. I made sure the angle was right. You know, I made sure I had the heading over. It worked, bro. And I've been doing YouTube for like 3 or 4 years. You know, I work a regular job. I'm in the military. I got a wife and 2 kids. You know, I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all these videos. You know, I haven't been getting the traction, I guess you could say, I wanted. There's videos here and there and stuff, but I know we all go through this. If you're a content creator or you posting on social media, you know, trying to get monetized, you know what it's like to be like, damn, like, what do I have to do, or what angle do I have to find to get the views? And that was just my angle. So now I'm just working on the watch time. I'm working on, you know, continuing to push out videos, not just as trends, but I also want to get to the point where I'm like, okay, I got the subs, I got the watch time. Now I can focus on my stuff to a degree. You know, I'm still going to follow what YouTube is pushing out, but I'm also like, all right, I just don't want to do trends. I just don't want to do like what other people think is cool. I want to do like my fitness content, right? I want to do my army content. I want to do my life stuff. Because at the end of the day, the problem with when you starting out is that nobody is really like, well, let me watch this dude's videos just because, I mean, he's just a regular person. You know, usually people are looking at celebrities, they're looking at other influencers, they're looking at somebody that they 100% feel like, okay, I can relate to this person, so I'm gonna watch this video. If you don't have some type of substance to that nature, most of the time you're not gonna get the views. Most of the time you're not gonna get the watch time. People ain't gonna comment, people ain't gonna share. And that's just normal. You can't really fault the other people for feeling that way. It's just what it is, bro. It's just how the world works. So, bruh, I'm currently at like 6K subs, almost at 6K, I think. And I'm just pushing it, bro. I'm gonna keep doing this. I feel like same thing Dante London said. Shout out to Dante London, bro. Shout out to fucking Robert Benjamin. I'll be watching a lot of his videos. Shout out to, you know, another person that I thought about was I watch a lot of Andrew Tate. And a lot of y'all, who, if you know who he is or you don't, whatever, you might have your view on or whatever. But he started off doing, which is kind of not really something I would advise people to do, but he started doing like video, I don't really know how to describe it, like webcam stuff, right? And that was his first thing to really start making him money. And then he kind of used that money to, you know, do whatever he's doing now, whatever. And that's the key, bro. You, in this world, especially with how quick people's attention span is, with fucking how just there's so many apps and there's so many people on social media, you can't really just be like, well, I feel like I'm a good person, or I feel like my life is interesting, so I'm gonna push this out. You gotta pay attention to what's going on, right? And that is the best way to get some type of traction, even if it's 1K or 2K, 5K, 10K, 100K, whatever it is, bro. You gotta know what the algorithm wants. You gotta know what people want. Understanding people is what's gonna get you where you need to be. And as much as I'm not gonna say hate, but I'm not like over here like, yeah, I want to do a finger challenge, you know, so I can get my views up. But it's what I have to do now that I see that it's working, right? Don't let your ego get in front of your goals. Don't let your pride get in front of your goals, bro. Do what works and then branch off and do your own thing. I also talked about, you know, DC Young Fly. Who else? I can't remember all the comedians at the time, but my cousin, he used to do a bunch of funny videos like back in like 2000, I'll say like 12, 11, before like all of them really popped off. And I'm sure he didn't really want to do funny videos all the time. And I'm sure they didn't even want to do funny videos all the time, because now you see that they got businesses, you know, they're doing different things, they're making money off of real stuff. And that was really internally what they wanted to do. That's how you have to move, bro. You got to do what works. You got to ride the wave, you know, rinse and repeat, and then you get to where you want to. I think that at this point, I'm kind of just strategizing, okay, like once this finger challenge kind of dies down or whatever, what's the next move? You know, you just got to do your research, bro. You got to look at the times of post for whatever platform you're on. I don't care if it's YouTube, I don't care if it's Instagram. This strategy has worked for me on every platform. YouTube just happened to be the one where it skyrocketed, right? I've gotten the 10K views on Instagram. I've gotten the 10K views on TikTok and Snapchat. You know, I've had hella views. Facebook is the only one where I'm still kind of like trying to figure out for sure. But it's different audiences and it's different pushes to each platform. So like, if you posting about like a finger challenge per se, that might work for YouTube, but it may not work for Facebook, and it may not work for TikTok. But if you're doing like just talking to the camera like this, most likely that's what's working on TikTok right now. Just doing the first person, you know, like I'm just talking on the camera, just letting y'all know what's going on. I got something to talk about. Instagram is more, what's the word? I guess you could say it's like what's popping, you know, it's more, I can't think of the word, bro. But you know what I'm trying to say? They're all different at the end of the day. And you just have to figure out what's working at the time. And I think that now that it's finally starting to pop, bro, it's kind of crazy, dog. I've been sitting here losing time from at my job, you know, on the way to work, trying to hurry up and get this video made so that I can post it at a certain time. I'm coming home after work, you know, chilling with my family, staying up late, waking up before PT just to get a video done, or scrolling through the feeds to see like, all right, what's going on today, or what song is trending right now. When an album comes out, bro, I'm like, all right, which the best song that's gonna be on the algorithm, or what's gonna get pushed out by the algorithm. Those things matter, believe it or not. Like, you can get lucky. The very few of us get on these platforms, make a video, and then you get 800 or 1,000 subs or 1,000 followers overnight, 10,000 subs overnight, whatever. But for the majority of people that make content, I think you know that like it takes time. You know, it takes months, it takes years of constantly posting. And I'm just grateful, bro. I thank God, bro. I didn't prayed about it. I sat around wanting to quit at times, you know, not post anymore, because it's hard to balance. You know, I'm in the military. I Our schedule is all over the place. Or I don't even make it about being in the military. Any job you have, if you working, it's really difficult to do social media on the side, on top of whatever other side hustle you have, or on top of whatever else you're trying to achieve. So I say all that to say, just do not quit, bro. Do not quit. All it's gonna take is some time, some patience. I had a conversation with my wife the day before about just how I felt about all the social media, how I felt about, posting and not getting like, damn, why is my video, I thought my video was fire. I took my time with it. I took all day. I used to take all day to make a vlog, bro, about what we were doing, going to the zoo with my kids, trying food reviews, trying this and that, getting maybe 300 or 400 views. Maybe sometimes even 50 views just off a video that I spent my whole day. You have to do what the algorithm wants you to do, bro. What people want to see, not what is good for you. You can have those videos. I'm not saying shy away from doing videos on a day in the life, or like if you got a really big event that happened in your life. I think you should definitely post that just for you to have in your back pocket. Like, damn, I did this and I can go back and look at it. I still have a video when our son was born. I still have videos from when we travel. Those videos are that shit don't, the views and the money, whatever the fuck, that shit don't even matter. That's just more about having something, like having old photos. I could always go and say, damn, you remember when this happened? Or we can sit down and watch the 15 to 20 minute video and be like, man, that was crazy. That was 15 years ago. But definitely, for sure, if you're trying to be serious on social media, if you're trying to make some money off of this stuff, bro, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to what's, another really, really good way to find something that's going for sure work is to look through all the platforms and see what people are talking about. If you see somebody talking about Trump on fucking Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, maybe you should do a video on Trump and how you feel. You don't have to. I'm not saying you have to, but it wouldn't be bad to like try it out and see what happens. You know what I mean? Everybody has an opinion on something. And that's kind of what I'm starting to realize, because every time I've done that and stuck to it consistently, even if my videos didn't blow up, the traction was there. Like, I was getting more views, I was getting more likes, and I was getting more comments on things that was relevant to what was going on in the world. I don't want you to just follow trends. I don't want you to just do stuff just because, well, this is just popping, so I'm gonna just post about it, because I would feel like that would be you doing things that you don't really want to do. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do things you want to do. I do believe that for man or woman, you have to do things you don't want to do to get to a better place. But I don't want you to lose the fun side of posting on social media and the fun side of just enjoying your life, bro. It doesn't have to be you just posting and to make money. You should be posting because you actually enjoy it, and you should make content because you actually enjoy it. This goes for fitness, this goes for gaming, this goes for, I see people that be on live, bro, morning lines, and people watch that shit all day. Everything is being videoed nowadays. Everything is being, people are streaming heavy. People are on TikTok Live. TikTok Live is a big one too. That's my next big thing. I feel like I know how to use TikTok a little bit better than I used to, and I think that that's something you should look into very heavily. TikTok Live, because streaming is such a big thing nowadays, and people just will sit on your stream and watch you all day. So if you do find yourself with 10K followers, or you got a decent amount of followers, you don't even gotta have enough followers. All you need is 1,000 followers to even go live on TikTok. So if you can get that, and you can get consistent with it, do it between, I say, 2 and 4 hours a day of just live, bruh, and maybe post one video a day, you're gonna get some type of traction. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, bro. YouTube, for sure, hit shorts for your subscribers first. You're gonna get the most amount of reach from your shorts before you get views from your long formatted content, easily. I've tried it. I've been through it. I've listened to the experts and the social media gurus talk about it. Do the shorts first, get your subs, and then focus on your watch time. And that's about to be my focus now. I'm really just about to do a long formatted video once or twice a day. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna post my shorts, of course, but my focus is mainly getting those watch hours. And the best way to get those watch hours is to get people, I guess you could say, engaged with what you're doing. You got to convince them to watch your videos. You got to make them think about, like, oh, do I want to keep watching this? Okay, he has something to talk about, so let me just stay on the video and see what he says. That's the best way to do it. This background kind of hard, bro. Got the mountain in the back. I'm in the parking lot at work right now. on my lunch break. You know what I'm saying? I got the food cooking. Consistency. You understand? Consistency. You have to be consistent. You have to be disciplined. 3 years, bro. 3 or 4 years I've been at this shit. And even like I'm sitting in the living room, me and my wife talking about it, and I'm just like, bro, how many times have we talked about just like not doing the social media? Like, how many times have I said, you know, it's over with, I can't do this shit, it's taking up too much of my time. And not even that, I'm also researching, you know, crypto. I'm into sports betting now. I look into the stock market, into real estate. Then I got the army, then I got my wife and my kids. You know, I got other things that I'm trying to get accomplished. It's hard. Everybody trying to do something, bro. If you ain't trying to get anything accomplished, then maybe that's something you need to think about. You should be trying constantly to get shit done. You should be have some different avenues in your life where you're accomplishing, because it's a very demanding world now that we live in, with the economy, you know, with money, with the changing in things, whether you like the presidency or not. You know, this is what it is. It's been this way for years, bro. I don't feel like there's maybe some things that are a little bit different now, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta grind. That's what I learned. Regardless of the times, regardless of who's in fucking office, regardless of where you work, regardless of what you got going on in your life, you have to work hard if you want to get to a higher echelon of life. And I'm at a point where I'm not saying I'm about to make, my goal is obviously to make at least make 1,000 or match my checks with the YouTube stuff. So I'm gonna keep going at this shit. But who knows, bro? Maybe I don't make that money. But that's why I said earlier, make content that you actually like. You know, don't just go after the trends. Don't just go after, well, this is what's popping on YouTube, so I'm gonna just post it. Like, no, I don't think you should do that. But I definitely believe that having, you know, your videos that you like, traveling, maybe going and getting some food, and you and your girl, you know, going back and look at it would be cool. But if you have kids, if you have work that you enjoy, posting those videos and going back and looking at it, maybe that is dope. But for sure, if you are trying to grow on YouTube, if you're trying to grow in life, you're trying to get monetized, you're trying to make some real money off this shit, you have to have some type of, there has to be two different things. There's a balance to it, right? You need to have, all right, these are my videos where I'm like, all right, I fuck with this, so I'm gonna just post it, I'm gonna just do it, regardless of the times it takes out, regardless of get likes or not, views or not. And then this is the side of it where you're like, all right, I'm trying to make some money off this, I'm trying to get my subs up, and this is what's working right now. And all that takes research. You could blow up, like I said. You definitely could blow up, but it's not 100%. Everybody just don't blow up. It takes time, man. So that's my best advice to everybody doing social media and creating content. Definitely not to give up. Don't ever give up on a goal you have. You just have to stick with it. You know, I've been hard on myself. Thank God. If I haven't said that already, I'm pretty sure I have, but thank God, bro. Like I said, I prayed about this. The day before the video even dropped, before I made the video on the finger challenge, I was literally, me and my wife were sitting in my room talking about, like, bro, like, I've been praying about it, I've been doing everything I can. I got all this work stuff coming out. I'm in a different unit. We didn't travel from Washington to Colorado. Do I really want to keep doing this social media shit? And I didn't stop. And now this is where I'm at. So that's definitely a sign, bro. If I can do it, y'all can for sure do it, bro. I promise you. You have, first I'm gonna go with, if you don't have no kids, you don't have a girl, you have the time, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about you don't have the time. You have the time. And even if you do, I have just as much on my plate as most people, I would like to think. You know, I don't know everybody's business. I don't know what you got going on, but I made the time. You know, I had to wake up early. I had to go to sleep late some nights. I had to be on my lunch, making videos, you know what I mean? I had to edit. Then I had to do the other stuff on the side while doing that. And it's just a balance. Balance is best you can, bro. Don't lose yourself in the process. But balance is key. And there's no perfect balance. When I say balance, I don't mean like it's gonna be, well, everything is going right, everything is smooth. No, it's not gonna be a perfect balance. Things are gonna be up and down. The posts are gonna be up and down. Everything's gonna be all over the place. Just don't be out of whack. You know what I mean? Don't be unorganized. Make sure you got some type of plan. Write down, you know, take notes, screenshot stuff, take pictures, save videos, go back and watch them. 15-20 minutes of your time, bro. That's worth a couple $100 or a couple $1,000, I believe. And yeah, bro, I'm so thankful that it's kind of working out now. I'm so thankful that I didn't quit. I'm so thankful to everybody that, watches my videos and like likes, comments, supports me, bro. Even the people, whether I know you or I don't know you, it means a lot to me because I put in so much work into this shit. And me and my boys, me and my friends, me and my brothers have talked about, bro, YouTube, if anything is not going nowhere, it is the mega of all the social media. And now I'm finally sitting here like, damn, this is the one that it finally blew up. And I guess I wouldn't say, I don't know, 6,000 is blowing up. I feel like having 1,000 or 5,000 subs on YouTube is like having maybe 5 or 50. I say 50, no, not 50. I say it's like having 10K subs on 10K followers on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. It's just a different platform, So you gotta pay attention to that shit. That's pretty much all I got, bro. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep posting. Hopefully y'all see my face on here a little bit more. Yeah, bro. Don't ever quit. Keep praying. I say read the Bible, the Quran, whatever you read. I don't really care, whatever God you believe in. But I don't think I would be having these subscriptions. I would not be here on this earth. I would not be in the mind space that I'm in if it wasn't for that. And, my wife and my kids supporting me, me having the mindset to just keep going, bro, to keep doing my research, to just believe in myself, really. You just got to believe in yourself. Don't let anything distract you from your goals. And be a good person at the end of the day. Be real, be authentic. And shit will pay off at some point. It has to. And that's what I believe. So, thank y'all for watching, bro. Sub if you have not subbed already. Listen to these steps that I just told you, bro. You gotta look out for trends. Definitely look out for trends. Don't make it your world. Don't make like, oh, I just gotta do trends. But pay attention to what's going on because it will help. And just execute, bro. Go through people's profiles. Go through their videos. See if this video went crazy or not. See what audio they use. See what hashtag they use. See what time people posted at. Use chat GPT. That definitely works. I promise you it works. Do your research and stay prayed up.